Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vine Panther Presents. Today, Stacey and I shall be discussing Tyler Perry's Ruthless, Season 2, Episode 7, or 50 Shades of Ruthless. Maybe 50 Shades of Tyler Perry.
50 Shades of Purple.
Oh, there you go. 50 Shades of Purple. I like that. The
Lavender, we got lilac, we got royal purple,
we got bondage and spankings all of a sudden. Where did the bondage ropes come from? Like, where did the whip come from?
They were just conveniently placed behind the sofa, carefully knotted to be used on demand.
Can we address that Ruth is probably the first woman the highest has had sex with in quite a few years, which means he was using this shit on Daikon, I guess. Like, I don't even want to visualize that.
Him and River doing all that wild stuff.
That's right. I forgot about the River with the nut on his face last week. Anyway, I was like, what? So I saw the strong sexual content warning. I was like, oh, this shit's about to get wild. I was like, oh, let's
you give us a warning.
I was like, oh no. Anytime they get into it on BET Plus, they like you prepare yourselves for Tyler Perry Unleashed. Oh no, I guess he was leashed. That candle was bullshit though. Like I was like, it wasn't even lit. Clearly, they just poured some cold wax into a candle and just handed it to the actress to pour it on the highest. I was like, come on, man.
Pour cold wax? I think that's.
Well, I think they probably it wasn't like the candle wasn't lit. I'm sure somehow that wax was this enough. Maybe it probably wasn't even wax. It probably wasn't even wax.
It was wax.
Just I don't know, butter. Anyway, it just looked bad and unnecessary. Like you're already beating them and you're choking the shit out of them. I'm assuming she was going for like erotic asphyxiation, right? So like she was trying to wait until he nutted before she let him go, or what do you think she was seriously trying to kill him? Did she seriously contemplate killing him at that point?
I thought she was going to kill him at first.
When he kept on like, seriously, you need to stop this right now. I was thinking maybe that's what she was thinking. Like maybe she thought about it and then she was like, no, not yet. They should have gave us something like maybe she ends up talking to River or Tally to say, hey, I almost did it, but I didn't do it because, we got a plan or something, but I didn't know where she was going with that. But
they're still looking for the money, I guess. Plus, they don't have their children, which Ruth act like she don't give a damn about that little girl.
Let's just say nobody get fucked by any of these kids because when
Sally kind of does. Like she'll ask about her daughter every now and then.
No, you're right. I'm saying you haven't. No, so Ruth tried to get the highest to give her access to her child. My point is, you don't even see these kids anymore. Like when the highest comes back covered in blood, looking like murdering Jesus. How is it the kids aren't running around screaming, like just losing their minds? Like that should have been part of the scene. But conveniently, the kids are just gone. You have not seen one child in a very long time.
Thank goodness, because the things they would see.
And the stories they were here. I don't want to think about the seeding. It's just too much. You shouldn't have to explain that to a kid. But why did Daddy get seeded? What does that even mean? I was like, sit down, son. Let's talk about it. But anyway, it would. And then it kind of thinks about like sister mother, like Melinda, like she very much like. You need to leave the highest alone. And I'm like, was she giving it to the highest at some point? Because she's a little bit too overprotective of this man. Like,
wants to.
You think that's what it was? You think that's what it is?
Yeah, I think she's just horny. She'll take the highest. She'll take Oliver. She'll take
Clark.
Whoever.
Did she have Clark down there with his balls hanging out? Let's talk about Clark and balls, shall we? So. Apparently, as we've been asking for, Daikon does make some. Well, I've been asking for apparently, like asking Daikon to do some basic detective work and verify Andrew's story before you start looking at his penis. How about that? So that begs the question: when did Clark have time to go look into Virginia, into DC, and find Andrew's place? Because we've seen him like every episode. And he was specifically supposed to be working on securing and burying the bodies, which are still in a a vat or something. Like they're just sitting around a little pen, like a pig pen or something. But I'm like, there's no way Clark had time to leave Virginia to drive to DC, surveil Andrew's house to see the lights going on in there. Okay, because Malcolm has Sarah in there trying to convince her to run away with him again. I'm like, and then one of them, didn't she say, aren't they going to come back? Then was she like, shouldn't we get out of here so people don't figure out I'm still alive?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, baby, I got you. I got you. Anyway. So my thing is, all right, so if Clark is bringing this evidence to Daikon, right? So Daikon now is having doubts about the man who would not show him his penis last week, right? I bring up the penis because why, since Daikon is still looking for the mysterious big penis in this cult, why did he not ask like Clark, what do you think of Andrew's penis? Or what, when we brought up Oliver, for example, he said, what do you think of Oliver? Like, I thought Clark was going to be like, I think he's the big penis, sir, that we've been looking for. Like, but
is Daikon aware of the whole finding the big penis? I can't remember.
That Clark is the biggest. No, that Clark knows the biggest.
That Clark is tasked with finding the biggest one.
Apparently, he's totally forgot about. That's what I'm saying. He's totally forgot about the fact, or Tyler Perry forgot about the fact that Clark was supposed to be on the lookout for this. Which means if he's talking to Clark, and Clark just told Daikon that Andrew basically could be lying about his whole murdering wife thing, then the next question Daikon should be, hey, remember I told you to find the penis? Like, do you think Andrew's, is the penis? And he goes, no, it could be Oliver. I don't know, but he likes Oliver though. Like Clark actually likes Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole thing that now Oliver is about to go to Sarah's house, and if Sarah's still there, to get her and bring her hair, this could be a good opportunity for him to just keep on driving. Like before they find Lilo's dead, rotting body, which somehow still has not been discovered on this compound. It doesn't make any sense. Also, the shit dialogue, like, and Tyler Perry's writing. Anyway, I looked this to show up on IMDb as I do every week to remember this cast. I just wanted to check out the writers' credits. It had two names. It had two entries. And I was like, writers, plural? Like, how many writers are on this show? Both of them are Tyler Perry. Of course. And you can see it in this dialogue. Like, his bad writing and his bad directing, because there's always that unnecessary pause between conversations. When people like this, the whole first part of, oh my God, of Andrew talking to Oliver after he these silly discovering of dead William's body. And now all of a sudden Oliver's like, I'll help you bury this body. You helping me, I'll help you. Well, you're not helping anybody because you can't even find the keys. Where are the keys? When Oliver talks to the mechanic, have you seen keys around here? That's the dumbest question. I even said, what keys, Oliver? And then the guy was like, what keys? Oh, car keys. He's a mechanic. All he sees is car keys. Like, can you narrow this shit down at all? This happened last week. I'm looking for the car keys. What keys? The car keys. Tyler Perry, what are we doing with this dialogue and these keys, man?
It's Tyler Perry's dual personalities talking to each other.
Shit. Like it's quite annoying. Anyway, so then Andrew says, I gotta come clean. And then we find this is that bullshit. This is right here is that bullshit now. So now we're supposed to be led to believe that William, in fact, was not being raped, even though we saw him getting bent over by the highest, and we saw his bloody butt last season. I know what I saw. Now all of us, right? We saw that. Now all of a sudden it was a big con job between Daikon and the highest.
What is the highest supposed to say? Yeah, I've been raping this boy 4 months. Like, oh.
But this does answer the question for me. Why wasn't the highest mad that, one, he did not get his dinner that was supposed to be brought to him last week, and the boy was supposed to be like, he's the only underage male at this place, but anyway, was supposed to be brought to him, right? So I was like, why is the highest, boning Ruth and not waiting for his boy to come? I'm like, or was that going to be the dessert or something? Like, I mean, I didn't know what, but now he's like, nah, it's all a joke. It's just been ha ha ha. It was just a con job. What? No, that's that bullshit, right? Like, we're going to hear Daikon and Highest talk about this to be like, oh shit, William said I've been raping him, and then Andrew just killed him. So nobody else is going to find out that I've been seeding these men, except for the men I'm seeding. Oh my God, I don't know. It got a bit much. All that. Talk about Melinda is doing the most with her very bad spy job. As what you doing, Ruth? What you got? What you looking at? Shut the fuck up. Like calm down, girl. She wants to be enlightened so bad. Like this. Oh, it's terrible. Like, what's going on with this girl?
She has no idea what she's asking for.
You know what I thought about? Ruth could kill two birds with one stone. You remember this actually goes to the end of the episode. You remember when Ruth was having sex with Daikon while she was beating that girl in the punishment trailer? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking she's gonna be like, you want to be enlightened, Melinda? You want to meet the highest so bad? I got an idea. Why don't you come with me? And then she's gonna be like, highest, I got a treat for you. We're gonna tie this girl up. I'm gonna beat the crap out of her while I ride you from the back. And then we take care of both issues. Then he can get his pain and watch her get her pain, right? And then Ruth can shut up Melinda. And then maybe Melinda will go, maybe this cult thing is not where I need to be right now. Like, maybe I need to make some better decisions in life.
Yes.
That's what I would like to see. And like is a strong term. It'd be interesting to see if the plot goes that way. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Right. Anyway, Daikon. Anyway, so Daikon and Ruth at the end. All of a sudden, Daikon's like, I'm a monster. Like, I know. Like, don't you remember us having sex while I was beating that woman in front of you? Like, I know you got some issues. What do you think he's trying to do? Like, what's going on?
I have no idea what Daikon got going on in his brain. I'm just waiting for the showdown.
What?
I'm waiting for the showdown. I'm telling you.
Between the three? Between the highest, Ruth and Daikon, see how that goes?
Yes.
That being said, it's interesting how the highest has not thrown, his, now heterosexual relationship or whatever in the face of Daikon. Just to further see, and like Daikon is not, fighting that jealousy of both of my lovers are together and I want to be with both of them, but I can't. And, which one does he choose? Like, he seems to be like not even worried about that as much as he was sweating River much more than Ruth with the highest, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's coming.
We will see. We will see. Maybe they tag team Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be like, love is love in the Raku. There's no male or female. They just all get in it. And we're like, I don't know what this is, Tyler Perry. I don't know where you're going.
Well,
what's up?
I'm trying to get into the mind of
Tyler Perry. Remember, he did the BDSM thing also in the have-nots. Like with Candace, right? When Candace had
he did it in If 11 Years Wrong.
Oh, really? I didn't watch that.
He did it a lot in 11 Years Wrong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we found the second thing. All right, we got gay love and we got BDSM. Mm-hmm. Tyler Perry has a pattern. There's something going on in his head that we need to work out. But clearly, the shows is how he's getting this stuff out. It does the same shit in every show. You gotta think about it. All right. Again, I cannot wait for All the Queen's Men. It's going to be a whole new level.
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah, because her twin sister Denise, remember she was getting peed on apparently. Remember?
Yeah, but we didn't have a scene of them like.
Well, she did have Hunter on the ground in the Oval Office, like licking her feet.
I
Or
guess the boxing scene with Hunter and Victoria was probably that's his foreplay.
he just had
Punching match.
he just have issues with women in general. But anyway, finances, and again, so Joan, the accountant, is keeping the books solid. And she don't know if she's gonna siphon off the money for her and River or for the highest. But where is Lilo? Once again, no one's asking the question. Like, they don't even seem to care. And are the cartels gonna come? Is that when this thing's gonna come to a head? When the cartel accountants come for their cut of money because they haven't seen Lilo in a couple of days?
Either that or the Senate.
Oh, the senator's gonna come like, "Where's my son? Damn it! I'm sorry, we don't know who you're referring to." That I don't know what's going on with that. Then we got the sheriff's office. Like, this man has watched this video at least 3 times, like in its entirety. Like, I'm pretty sure he was beaten off. Like, I like they should have showed that, because it's the only reason why he's still watching this video. Like, he didn't see Poe had sex with this woman on his desk the first time, and then somehow I guess the Tyler Perry forgot that last episode it was already revealed that he had sex on that table, and therefore the deputy cleaned the table. But now all of a sudden he's like, "Oh my God, I can't touch the table again." Like, we already went through this last week. Like, why are we doing this again? Let's move forward. And where is this? How was the camera moving back and forth? How was the surveillance camera moving in the picture he was watching? Did you notice that?
Mm-mm.
Like, first the angle was Melinda on top of Polk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then when he passes out, all of a sudden the camera shifts, like the video shifts to Oliver and them going through the files. Like, it was it was a movie. Like, you could tell, like, it was like a movie, like people. And I'm like, who was there to change the camera angles around so you can see? Like, this doesn't make sense, Tyler. Like, if you're looking at a cam, it has one angle. Like, it shouldn't be multiple angles. Like, someone was in the room going, "Cut, all right, get over here, guys, so we can record this part of it." Like, what's happening? Like, this, that doesn't make sense. He wasn't even like, "There's multiple cameras. Let me go to camera 2. Okay, let me go to camera 3." No, it was just one stream of video. I'm like, no, Tyler Perry, that's not how that
You're
works.
trying to use too much logic in a Tyler Perry show.
My fault.
Like, logic isn't
It's
high
not.
on the list.
It's not. It's not how Yancey, is that his name? It's like Nancy, but Yancey. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yancey is running
Mm-hmm.
up in the RVs like, "Look here, girl, you need to come get this so we can move on." And I'm like, that's a bit much.
Ruth once again shows how it's done. Like, Tally need to like smack Yancey into submission. Take his big ass shoulders and be like, "Look, I am the head bitch here. You don't come to me, I come to you." And when
you
you
know,
put it on him, he's supposed to do what you say. He
you
was
know,
like, "No, I ain't giving you the keys. No, I ain't gonna do this." I'm like, "You didn't do it right, Tally. You gotta go back to the school of you, Ruth."
this reminds us of, right?
What?
Candace and her friend, remember? She's like, "Girl, let me show you how to seduce a man. You need to go to the school of hoeing, led by PhD Professor Candace."
I
I,
mean,
I want to know that Candace and and Denise were all hoeing together, like in Savannah, before the twin sisters moved up to DC. I need to hear it. And I was like, got it. It's all one big universe.
hey, I ain't mad at him, but yeah, she need to go back and study some more.
I'm just saying, Tally should be like, "Ruth, teach me everything you know." She's like, "Girl, I learned this from Candy Cane. I only know what she taught me."
If Candace makes an appearance, I'm gonna lose it.
Now she's moving on to a Mixage.
Remember, she said she was running from a pimp. Maybe it was Candace.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that would be good. And then she shows up. She's like, "Where's my money? Damn it!" That would be fun. That would be hilarious. I would love. But no. Like, definitely. Candace, Tika Sumter has definitely moved on from Tyler Perry. Like, she definitely not trying to act like she never did this shit. But we all know where you started. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has a starter job. All right. But yeah, I just thought, I thought it was just interesting. This whole like Tally situation, like where is that gonna go? And like law enforcement, like, are we gonna get Malcolm Mack? Is Mack and them gonna come in and try to save Andrew or something? Is Andrew finally gonna call in the FBI to fix this, bring these whole people down? What is his end game? He just murdered a kid, a teenager. Like, what are we doing now? I don't know.
So is Tally pregnant?
Is Ruth pregnant?
Was it Tally or Ruth?
No, they're both claiming to be pregnant. That's my point.
Who was the one that's bunking with the accountant?
That's Tally.
Tally, okay. Because remember she was saying that you need to stop eating so much, you know.
Oh yeah, well that's because she had to take a shit, and they were like, that's what she meant. That nothing to do with the baby. She said she had to use the bathroom, and she said use the pot, and she's like, I can't. It's a big emergency, so that means she had to go take a shit. So she was like, maybe you don't eat as much before you go to bed, so you don't have to take a shit. That's what she meant.
I thought they were trying to make it seem like, oh, she's eating a lot because she's
with child.
Yeah.
Well, they're both supposed to be pregnant, to your point. So like, but they somehow that's been not really addressed anymore. So until Andrew confronted Tally when he saw Tally, giving it to Yancey, and we saw the finger issue. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't even know. Anyway, we'll see how many more 50 Shades of Purple episodes we're going to be getting. And where this goes. I want her doing that kind of shit. I want Daikon to walk in and be like, oh, what the fuck? And then somehow the highest is like, again, it's all the same with the Raku. Come on, Daikon. I know you want to be here. And he's like, all right, baby, because you said so. And then it just goes from there. Let's see what happens. It probably happened. I'm throwing it out there. Where is this big battle like test that the highest is going to put Ruth under? Like we're still trying to figure out that. Is that going to be this season?
It's probably going to be like the season finale.
So that sounds good. Like probably again, I think it's going to be what happened to the kids being drug mules. Like that still has not been, it has not. When is Lacey and crew going to try to run up out of there? Like that still hasn't made any really forward progress. It's a lot of things that just kind of hanging out there.
Like he drags stories out. He'll have a 24 season series when it can be just 12. Just cut out all this other unnecessary bullshit.
And let's get to the escape. Let's get to the second escape that's not going to work out. So clearly Lacey's about to get murdered. So sad. I mean, we don't want that to happen, but it's going to happen. Why were the Rakadushi taking pictures of the police files anyway? And where's this inside person that they have in the police department?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is it the girl?
That would be a good twist because she's somehow completely useless. So, I mean, she would have time. But I'm like, the sheriff seems incompetent. You don't need an inside person they're incompetent really as a whole. I mean, they're not really solving any really crimes whatsoever. Except for William, who was framed for stealing that truck in season 1, and did they ever pay that couple? Fuck it. Just oh, that's why I wonder. Anyway, getting back to the not necessarily very long sex scene. When the highest was like, punish me. I thought about what River said, and I really thought he was gonna be like, stick it in my ass. Like I really thought he was gonna be like, fist me. And I was like, because River brought that up. He was like, he said something like the highest likes to fist up his ass. He said that.
Oh.
And I really thought the highest was gonna be like, let's take this to the next level. And she like, all right, it's been a while. Let me lube up. That's what spit's for. She'd be like,
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry, that's P Valley. My fault. and Lovecraft Country. And last but not least, Brokeback Mountain. I didn't see that, but I was told that happened.
What's a spit scene?
Yeah. When they're so apparently they're in a tent or something, like on a camping trip, and like one of them like spits. Because I didn't watch it, but a guy watched it. And he like that like stuck in his head. Like he was like they were like apparently one of them was like I was like, oh man, let's not do that.
I don't remember the spit scene.
Oh. Anyway, you can go back. Put in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw Brokeback Mountain and there's spit in it, just let us know. Thank you for that. Anyway, Stacey, we can address that next video. We just gotta do research and make sure. Either way, we know it's P Valley and Lovecraft Country. We can agree.
Yes.
All right. Tyler Perry, he's not beneath this. It'll probably happen. Anything else?
Where's Brian?
Where's all the law enforcement? I mean, the whole like DC thing is just not in the last couple episodes. But you're right. I mean, where's Brian? Is he? I mean, Malcolm, Sarah, fucking, Mac. Like, where's that whole thing going on? I mean, that's a whole drama. Brian's probably chasing down his crackhead wife, right? I mean, once she trying to get on the drugs, what happened to her coming back to the rock hoop? It's all kinds of foolishness. Like, she should be coming up again, like, hey, I need some of it. I just need some of it. Come on, highest, just blow it in my face and give it to me again. That was too much, man. Oh, that was too much. I was like, he don't even like women. Like, what did he do to her? He just put the drugs on her, and then she was like, oh man, somebody touched me.
Remember, he let Daikon take her.
That's right. But Daikon likes, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. It's all the same. The rock hoop.
He swings both ways.
Yes, that's okay. There was some swinging going on. He was swinging towards Andrew last week. Quite yes.
Yes, he's like,
hey, I'm checking you
check
out.
Me out.
It's all the same in the rock hoop. I was like, let's not do this, man. Uncomfortable. It's interesting how Andrew was okay with murdering William, but was like, we can't just put his body in the back of a car and drive it out of here, man. That's disrespectful. I wouldn't do William like that.
They were saying that they didn't want to blame him for trying to run off or something.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's dead, so why does it matter?
Why does it matter? You killed him, dude. Like, I mean, kill it. It's fine. I'm sure blaming him for running away is much less to him than killing him. We can ask him. Oh yeah, we can, because he did.
Put him in the back with Lilo.
I know. That's
dead bodies make juicy noises.
We'll see if somebody finds his body parts at some point. That's right. That's what I was thinking. Oliver can chop up a body, but he can't hotwire a car. He was like, oh my God, you can hotwire a car. What? You didn't learn that in Thug School 101?
Exactly. I thought that was part of gang.
This criminality life. That's the first, right? Hotwire a car, man. He's like, no, we went straight to, this dismembering people. That was my part. He's like, wow, I never thought about that. You could hotwire it? Shit, why didn't I think of that? Let's just get up out of here. I don't know. Maybe he'll be like, hey, Daikon, thanks for the mission of going checking on Andrew's family. I got an idea. Let me drive this car right here. Do you happen to have the keys? What keys? Car keys. What keys? Car keys. Those keys for this car? Isn't that Lilo's car? I don't. It's a car. I mean, it could be Lilo's car, but I'll just drive it away. Maybe we'll find Lilo later. I don't know. Lilo said I could have it. Actually, he ran away. I took him to go take a shit while he was shitting. Remember? Because he was the last one to see him. I took him to go take a shit. He said, you know what? I'm giving up all my earthly possessions. Here's my car. I'm just going to walk out in the woods. Don't worry about me. Go ahead and drive the car. What happened to any of this? It's okay, Tyler Perry. We'll be back next week.
No, it's not.
It's just we'll see what's gonna happen with Ruth, man. We just gotta see what. And again, it's her sister. Her sister's still alive in this universe. So as much as Ruthless is creeping into the Oval, how much of the Oval is gonna creep into Ruthless? Like I want to see again, and so again, the sister's still in play. So it'll be interesting if Denise shows up, trying to get Ruth out of this cult and get back into the whole life. That would be a. And Barry shows up, a different type of Barry, but Barry shows up. And he's like, "Hey, baby, I need you and my child back now." That would be awesome. Like a more intelligent Barry shows up, and he's like. And he has his true daddy Sam with him, the Secret Service, who's like, "You give up this child, all right, or we're gonna bring the real law enforcement in here." That would be awesome.
You need to bring his real daddy, Mr. Equalizer.
Oh yeah, Mr. He will take down Daikon, what, like all by himself. He'll clear out the whole Rakadushi camp alone. Because if I can clean out the hood streets, I can clean out the Rakadushi camp. Absolute point. All right. Anything else?
Let's see what Daikon's gonna do about Andrew.
All right. And why was
he gonna hit it first and then kill him?
You can't leave all that penis just untouched. I mean,
you done sniffed it and groped it and gave him a back massage. Like, you gotta have some before you die.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just a tip.
Oh man, that's gonna be nasty. Oh, whatever, man. We gotta see. Maybe, maybe the highest says, you know what? Since you did kill one of our members, now you have to, repay the Raku. A body for a body. And he's like, what? You have to give your body to the Raku again. To me and or Daikon. Oh man. Anyway, all right. That made my stomach hurt. But we will see. We'll see how this goes down. All right, guys. That's it for this episode. If you're still watching this video, thank you. Hey, look, we didn't write this episode. All right, don't get mad at us. Okay, we're just pointing out the hilarious of what Tyler Perry put on the screen, and these actors decided to act out. I say again, Crystal Ball is better than this. Like, I don't know the rest of these other actors, but damn it, Crystal Ball, you're better than this. Like, you need to get on.
Yeah, he was like on The Young and the Restless or something.
Oh, he was.
He was on some soap. I can't remember which one.
He needs to join the Family Business.
I can see that.
He need to get with Poncho and be like, "Hey, bro, I got to get back to being a drug dealer because this whole spiritual leader is slash murderer slash rapist is a bit much."
Maybe he'll get out of jail and pop up on Power Book 2.
Awesome too. And then that's right. Then he'll get a new job, just like Gail. Like, oh, gotta go. Got a better job. Gotta get back to Courtney Kemp's. Save me, Courtney. Save me. Oh man, save me from Tyler Perry. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video. All of you, please like on the video. Comment on the video. Let us know what you think. Share video. Help us grow the channel. We're getting there. We're trying to get to 1,000, and we need your help to do it. Okay, because we are a Rakadushi family. Never mind. We're just family. How about that? Don't worry about the Raku. That's something else. If I ever ask you to move on to an Iron Panther Presents compound and you don't have running water, leave. Like, this is some basic shit. Shit. If you cannot shit in the place where you live and just you can flush the toilet, you know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere. Like, if you got an outhouse, that ain't the Lord's way. Like, that's not okay. There's some basic shit that you should go, you know what? This ain't it. Like, I got to find a new religion where I can eat food and, have running water. You know what I'm saying? There's no sin with running water. Don't let anybody tell you that. That's not in the Bible.
And internet. But, a lot of sin on the internet.
A lot of sin on the internet, yes. But the internet itself is not sinful. It's what you use the internet for. That can be said for anything, actually, in that kind of sense. But what I'm saying is, look at your situation, and just study it and be like, is this really what I need to be doing with my life? Anyway, we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna get a compound, we're gonna move out somewhere, we're gonna live and make videos. Stacey,
but at least you'll have internet.
You will have internet, all right? And Stacey will be sister mother, just running everything to make sure that everything's all right. it's not whatever she does with whatever. It's not my business, or it's not my business. We just got to move forward. Anyway, I'm just kidding. That was a bit crazy.
There will be no ass raping in Iron Panther land.
There'll be none of that. Absolutely none of that. All right. Everybody do what you want to do, how you do it, and we will just take care of each other. All right. I'm just kidding. Don't let me call it the FBI talking about David trying to start his own cult. Like I was just kidding about that. That's not jokes.
You two gonna shut this channel down anyway.
All this down. We have to go to Parlor. Oh crap! It's like we are not gonna let you. This is not QAnon. This is not QAnon. We're just.
I have to go get you.
Oh man, they come get me. The conspiracies are gonna start. It's like, I
knew it.
I knew something about him. Something about him said David Koresh. I mean, we're both named David. So think about it. Anyway, all right. See you guys next week. As Jerry Springer always says, take care of yourselves and each other. Make sure you got running water. He didn't say that. I said that.